everyone, welcome back to 3D6 Down the Line, the most criminally underwatched actual play series on the internet. This is episode 18 of our Mothership Sci-Fi horror RPG campaign. We are running through the Gradient Descent module. My name is John. I am your warden for the evening, and tonight we have a full house.
Hi, I'm Mike, and I'm playing the Marine Rick Sharp.
Hi, I'm David, and I'm playing the android David.
Hi, everybody. I'm Matt. I'm playing Fool Sadu, the scientist.
Hi, everybody. I'm Ted, and once again, I will be briefly playing, in this case, Delphonse Hubble.
The Marine, right? Okay.
The Marine, yes.
Okay, so caller for the evening has been dubbed Mike. Is going to keep everyone in line. Mike, that is one of Mike's
I'm honored.
Good strong points. Keeping everyone snippy snap. All right.
Now it's a challenge.
Impatient.
Yes.
It's a
Date
virtue.
and time. It is January 12th, 2125. It is approximately 10:20 in someone's morning. And we're on the deep. So let's start us off with a nice fresh Ben's check, shall we? Let's go for it.
Whoa.
What's the story, Mike?
Yes. Ted, will you go
Oh,
first?
Tedley.
Ted
Tedley
will go
wishes
first.
to roll percentile dice, and he has a Benz of 5, and I've rolled a 32, John.
Excellent.
Matt?
Okay. My bends are 43, but I can roll higher than that. I can do better than that. And bam, 65, baby.
Oh,
These dice always roll high.
Tulsa for once is not going crazier.
Wait, should I roll
Let's see
again
if
since I
David-
forgot the
if
first
David-
roll?
Let's see if David's egg fries on the sidewalk.
Listen, it fried long ago. They call me poached. Never mind. Okay, my Benz is 26, and I rolled a 90 even.
Okay. Good.
Wow.
All right.
John.
My Ben's check is 23, and I am rolling a 53.
Okay. Everyone is good to go for Ben's. All right. Let's see. Oh, and let me get stress counts real quick. Sorry.
My stress count is 3, and I think that's because I didn't play last session when Ted had his bad adventures.
Mhm.
So mine's 15.
Okay. So you're in the red. Yeah.
Yeah,
Matt?
yeah.
Mine is at a 14.
Almost in
but,
red.
you know, yeah, thanks. Don't hold your breath.
And David, your
And
poached egg.
I am a 12, a velvety 12.
All right. So Thulsa and David are in yellow. Delphonse is looking a little bit rough, which is understandable as we're about to recap. And Mike Sharp is doing just fine. The benefits of being in the NPC cloud for the Mothership campaign. All right.
Yes.
So it just a couple of reminders. I always had this written down for myself, but I rarely ever voice it. But everyone should be aware that Thulsa is really suffering from the bends over the long course of the campaign so far. All of her friends are looking at her sideways, and she's looking at everyone else sideways. So she is suffering from memory lapses. She's suspicious of anyone that joins the crew. She has weird sort of empathy every time she sees an android suffer. It's like a whole thing going on with Thulsa. And for a while, she had a little spell where she just wanted to break shit, which is a little disturbing. She got over that. So she's not looking too great. And you should also be aware that let me just check here. I think Delphonse is the only one that's not suffering from some sort of Ben's problem. So yeah.
I have a different problem, John. I'm bleeding from a
Bleeding out,
gunshot wound. So
Yeah, all things considered, I'll keep mine. That's cool.
crazy has its advantages.
And you can.
John, I
it's
don't
probably,
think I'm suffering from the Ben's thing, except for like my love of being in the deep, right?
that's a big one. Yeah, you
Okay.
you refuse.
You don't want to leave.
You refuse to leave the deep. Yeah, you don't like leaving the deep. You also have a weird empathy towards when you see androids die. You should also, it's probably safe to assume that Monarch is deeply unhappy with recent events. Don't forget that the deep has been crippled, at least on the bottom half of it. Its main thrusters are non-functional. The last time we met our Intrepid crew, they were on the loading dock once again. I forgot to mention in my description of the loading dock last session that there is an auto tug craft. Can't forget that. So there are actually 2 craft on here. There's the Steve, which David crash landed here, and there is the auto tug craft, which is totally functional. But the auto tug is much less of a spacefaring craft than the Steve, obviously. Although right now it's actually more of a spacefaring craft. You have been fighting off security androids, which have an increased presence ever since Monarch got super pissed. Doesn't seem like the troubleshooters are a threat anymore. You haven't seen them in quite some time, but you're not really sure how the larger picture of that, how that's actually worked out with the Zhuangzi and their boarding skiffs and all that sort of stuff. But definitely, since you've been on the deep, the security androids have shown their presence a lot more. Most recently, when I can't remember who was the actual person that went into the Steve to take a look around, but they were sort of surprised. Was that you, Hubble? Okay. Was surprised by a couple of security droids that were also investigating the remnants of the Steve, and they opened fire.
I opened fire first. I shot one of them up good.
Yes, you did. Yeah. One's pretty shot up. They're both still up and active, and there is basically a running gun battle as Hubble made some couple of clutch speed rolls to drag his ass, bleeding, vaccsuit punctured, to an airlock. The way that it ended up rolling, from what I remember, is that your vaccsuit was punctured, and then we looked to see how long it would take for decompression, and unfortunately, we rolled the worst possible outcome, which was 1 round, so he knew that he had to get to that airlock pronto, which he did. You actually succeeded. So we ended up with you in the airlock, vaccsuit's punctured, gas is ejecting out of the suit. You frantically took off your helmet as you're gasping for air, not only gasping for oxygen and pressurization, but also your lungs are quickly filling up with blood because you've been shot to fucking hell. So you're bleeding out. For mechanically, you have bleeding 1, so you're going to gain 1 additional health point of damage every single round that we're in combat. We are in media res, by the way, and you have managed to get into the airlock, and remember there is an actual airlock pressure repressurization chamber that you're actually in, and that one actually had extra vac suits, which I think you took. There's a couple of things in there, but you haven't really sussed it out because you're bleeding to death.
Right.
Let's see. Yeah, your class bleeding 1, bullet fire, right. And you have what, 12 health left on this wound?
12 health. I've
Right.
taken 1 wound.
And you have 3 wounds because you're a Marine, right? Which is good.
Yeah.
Okay,
You're
so
fine.
your vac suit is useless, but it's still on. You are in atmosphere and you have gravity, unlike the rest of the crew. Okay.
Yep.
And there are lockers around you, the remnants of like vac suit parts and things like that. And then there's the other airlock door, which continues further into the deep, into regular deep, right?
Yes.
So that's where Hubble is. The other 3 of you, David, you are on the outside hull of the deep, just on the other side of the main entrance bay, up high with mag boots, and you have just recently deployed the camera. The camera is working, but it's not near you anymore. That's on the inside, right? But you're outside, out of any sort of you can't be targeted, is what I'm trying to say. Matt or Thulsa, you have moved around the Steve to put the Steve in between you and any gunfire. So you're just behind and sort of peering anxiously to see how this all plays out. Sharp, you weren't there. So I would assume that you probably would have just stayed tactically with Hubble, the smartest way possible. So I would probably say that you can determine where you want to be, but I just kind of picture in my head that you were likely shooting at those androids, trying to give Hubble some cover as he raced towards the airlock, is what my assumption would be, but you can tell me otherwise.
No, that's a pretty good assumption, John. So my question is here, like, I would assume that when Ted was going to investigate that, I would probably be in some sort of like Overwatch position, maybe either on the ceiling behind cover or behind some place where I would have like a view of where Ted was entering the Steve, right?
Yep.
Is there a place in this hangar where I can do that at extreme range or long range and use the smart rifle as the Overwatch weapon?
Yeah, it's an industrial sized room, so that's easily done. You can't get extreme, but you can definitely get long. I think long is probably the maximum in this room.
Got you. So then without retconning, obviously, like, I think that what my first instinct would be is to use the smart rifle to try and drop the one that's obviously injured, the one that's streaming like the synthetic milk stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
And being prepared for that, right? And being in a place where there's cover, like behind like detritus or wreckage or whatever, and having like a kind of like a sniper position on them, I'm hoping that I would get some sort of advantage on the roll.
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
Okay.
Well, yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay. So that's what I would do. So when they're like, maybe I think when you guys left off, they were like pounding on the airlock door, right?
Yeah.
That's my recollection. Yes, is that I've closed the door and hit the cycle button. So in theory, they can't just open it because it's got to go through its cycle. Would be my assumption. You certainly, any sort of fail-safe system would prevent you from opening an airlock door while the other side is partially pressurized. Because like that's how you get blowouts.
Yeah. So you have basically a round before for the cycle to happen. This is completely unrelated. I just forgot to mention it at the top of the round before we dive into the combat. This is just a clarification that I looked up off camera and cleared it with the guys. This involves David with his ability to breathe. So Ted actually on screen had mentioned briefly when we were looking up the decompression rules and stuff like that there is an actual line on the PSG on page 33, I believe, where it describes that androids do not consume oxygen from the oxygen supply. So that leads me to believe that androids do not need to breathe oxygen. We were making that assumption that they did, so I'm just going to say that doesn't need to be done. However, androids, at least of David's make, do need to wear vaccsuits in order to survive in the vacuum of space, because there's a whole host of other issues that are that are accompany being in the vacuum of space exposed that a vaccsuit solves. So you do not need to breathe oxygen. So you don't need oxygen supply, but you do, in order to traverse the vacuum of space safely, you must wear a vaccsuit. Okay?
Sounds great to me.
Okay, cool. All right, so into combat. So the way we normally do it in this game is that I sort of describe what will be done if you guys don't do anything, and then you guys get to go. So right now, they are attempting to get into the airlock chamber. They're going to spend like maybe 2 seconds realizing that the room is pressurizing and cycling right now. So what they're going to do, I believe, is realize that, immediately turn around and assess the situation behind them to see if there's any targets or any sort of threat from behind them. Actually, no. One's going to turn around, the healthy one, and assess the situation behind them. The other one is going to keep an eye on the airlock little glass, little pane of glass, and just wait for it to be clear so that he can open up the door. Both guns are out.
So it'll take a round to finish the cycle that I just hit, or that's already cycled, and I'm now fully pressurized.
No, it's not fully pressurized. Now this is your round when it's cycling, so you have a round to do something more before they can get in.
Well, no, because what I'm saying is that like it, if it's now pressurizing, there's also time it would take to depressurize before you could open that door.
Okay, 2 rounds.
2 rounds is what I think fair. Yeah.
Unless the androids just aren't worried about depressurized, like there might be some whatever, it doesn't matter. Like I was going to say, they could just hit an emergency now and just shoot you out of the airlock.
So you have a few seconds. So what do you do?
Okay.
Go ahead, Ted.
I'm going first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, Ted.
So as soon as I'm in that airlock and I have enough air to breathe anything at all, I'm going to run over to the vaccsuit rack and see if there is another vaccsuit. If there is not, I'm going to look for a repair patch. Actually, if there's a repair patch and I see it, I'm going to grab it no matter what. And then my plan is to haul that suit off that rack and get out of my suit. And I don't know, how long does that take, do you think? More than a round, more than 2 rounds.
Well, I haven't even told you what's there. So,
that's true.
Yeah. So there is no vaccsuits anymore. However, there is a single. There's remnants of kits all over the place. You are able to find one single vaccsuit patch kit that is workable in one of the lockers.
Okay. Now the patch suit, is it like just literally a big old adhesive patch you slap on your suit, or is there like a spray gel or something that you fill a hole with? Or
They don't detail it. It's just shit that fixes a vac suit. But it does take one full turn to use, which means it cannot be done in combat.
right.
Okay.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to grab the patch and okay, so the I remember my other plan that I had. The android is actually able to see me. He's able to watch me.
Yeah, not every possible angle, but yeah, he's got a beat on you.
Right, but if I were to hide, he would see that I had hid.
In this
He's
little
like actively
little
watching.
pressurization chamber, yes. Well,
Okay.
yeah, well, you could get into a locker, but he would see you get into the locker.
That's my point. Yeah, like whatever it is I do, he'll see me do, even if he
Yes.
can't see me after I've done it.
Yeah, unless you're like directly underneath the window.
Yep. Okay. So if the window is here, and let's just say for the sake of argument, I'm over here at the locker. I'm going to grab the patch. I'm going to look at the window. I'm going to come to this side of the window. And then I'm going to come up over on this side of the door.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, I'm going to ready my pulse rifle, and I'm just going to basically prepare myself to shoot an android point blank in the face when it comes in.
Okay, got it.
You should do
Because
that
I will-
thing where you look like you're on an escalator going down as you go by the window.
I would absolutely
Just
do
to mess them
that,
up.
but I'm a Marine, and I will die with my face to the enemy before I will run away. So I have a patch. I'm ready. Oh, wait. No, except that if he depressurizes, I'm fucked.
Right.
Well, you probably will then have another round before your suit just decompresses, right? Like you stop that clock.
Yeah, but it takes a turn to do the patch.
So you
I
can't do it now anyway. So
I can,
you
right. My
better
point
go.
being, I can stand and deliver and die,
Mhm.
or I can run away. Those are my
I mean, can you
two
not-
choices.
I would get out to the next room, but you do what you want to do, Ted. Think about that for a minute. I just want to get
Okay.
a bead from everybody else.
Yeah, go ahead
Really
and get
quick.
a bead. I have another idea I'm going to formulate.
Real quick, John, before we go down the list, we have like comms, like short range comms between all of us.
Yep.
So we can be discussing a plan,
Yes.
probably being overheard by Monarch, but hopefully not automatically relayed to these robots, right? To these androids.
Yes. Hubble, however,
okay.
does not have the.
He
comms.
took off his helmet.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, guys, I'm just going to give a quick sketch of what I'm planning on doing since I'm starting in media res and I'm probably going to be engaging these guys. I'm just going to say engaging hostiles, right? And I could probably say that before Ted takes off his helmet or not. Doesn't matter. And I don't know if you guys have the stomach to come back and fight. David, I think you're the only one who has a long range weapon, right?
I do have a long range weapon. I also have a wound and 4 HP. So
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you. I'm just saying, is like, they're probably going to be shooting at me before they shoot at you, which is not awesome because I only have 5.
Well, I would just
points.
point out that Matt and I are hidden from them and they're unaware of our existence.
Right.
So if you open fire, you will be the only one that they're aware of other than Ted.
I know.
David, do you
I know.
actually
I'm
have a
hoping
wound?
that I have enough. I'm hoping I have enough range from them that they have to spend a turn getting closer to me. So I don't know. Let's just go down the list, guys. I'm planning on shooting the injured one. Okay, with the smart rifle. Matt, what are you planning on doing?
I'm okay. I'm going to do what Thulsa does, which is not fight the things because that's stupid and suicidal. But but she does have a plan that can distract them a bit. That could help maybe both you and Hubble. She has in her gear an extra oxygen tank. She has something I haven't used yet, but I've been dying to, which is just a shiny Mylar blanket. You know, the ones that the runners wear at the end of the marathon, right?
Yep.
And so what she's going to do is she's going to take these two things out. She's going to drape the Mylar blanket over the like butt end of the oxygen tank so that the the spout end is facing her, right? and she is going to wrap her power cord around the release valve. Not power cord, her paracord, sorry. Paracord around the release valve so that she can give it a little yank from a distance and cause it to fly off. So she's not going to be able to make it fly off on this turn. She's going to spend this turn like setting that up so that it's going to go off, kind of angled to point away. And she's going to, keeping the ship, the Steve, in between her and the androids, make her way as far away from that, contraption as possible.
So Thulsa, do you want to do this quickly or correctly?
That's a loaded question.
How long do I think it would take for me to do it correctly?
It'll depend on what I'm basically asking mechanically is that do you want to roll speed or do you want to roll intellect? Both with jury rig.
You know what? I will try to do it quickly. I'm going to roll speed.
Okay, so that'll be dependent upon what you roll. So why don't you roll that? So roll speed with your jury rig modifier.
Okay, my speed is a 41 and my jury rigging is 10. So I'm trying to roll under a 51.
Okay.
Well, 75 is close.
Okay, so you're going to take a stress. Welcome to the red.
Yes.
Yay. Okay. And let's see, Matt.
And it kind of makes sense too, because it would be hard to do this in 0G.
Yeah, well, it's stressful too. Yeah, so
it's funny that you're just as stressed as the guy with like bullets in his abdomen. That's.
Hey, I've got my own share.
You got worries, man.
Let's say this because you didn't critically fail, so you're not going to like ruin anything or lose any piece or anything like that. But you break out all of these pieces where they're like, oh, I got this great plan. This is going to be great, and then you forget that you are in 0G. And so the Mylar blanket sort of like unfolds and it's just like this big floppy thing that can't be, can't be easily maneuvered because it's just like totally out. And you're just, and you're just trying to handle it. And you just end up wasting time. And you can't get it the way you want. Now, you still have all the materials still in your hands. So you could try again next round. But this round, you're flailing.
All right.
Okay.
Flail.
Anyone else want to do
David? David, what are your thoughts, David?
I have no creative ideas right now at all.
Just the bad ones.
Let me do mine, and you keep thinking, David.
Yeah,
I mean, it would make sense for me. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm going to go ahead and take my shot at the injured one that is staring at Ted.
Okay.
So that's too bad your distraction thing didn't work, Matt, because if they were looking over there, then they wouldn't see where the shot came from.
I know, right?
Whatever.
I'll give you advantage on the roll, Sharp.
Okay, I have a 51 combat, plus I have military training of 10.
Are you elevated, Sharp, or are you down on the ground?
Well, I was thinking elevated so that I would be able to look down on the Steve, like at the doorway where Ted was going in, but only if there's like cover. I don't want to be standing out in like, full view.
No, we'll say there's some support struts and stuff like that,
And something I can rest the rifle on,
sure,
right? So that I have it braced.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah. So let's see. I got a 61. I just rolled a 33.
Oh, okay.
And then the second roll is going to be a 45. So I'll take the critical.
Yeah, I think that's smart. Like,
does anyone know offhand if there's like a easy critical thing that happens with wounds?
I don't. Let me see if I can find it.
Or with damage, I mean.
When taking,
I think we just win.
Yeah, we win. It kills Monarch. He was such a good shot.
No, there's not. So I just make it.
Okay. I don't see one.
Let's see. So you got that because you were aiming for a while. Well, roll damage.
Okay, so it's 4d10, John, and it's armor piercing.
Okay.
So 8 and 6 is 14, and then an 8 and a 1, so 23 points of armor piercing.
23. Okay.
That ought to do it.
Okay. All right. So this is what I'm going to say. So what are you using again? Smart rifle, pulse rifle.
Smart rifle, which has an extreme range on it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're at long, but whatever. So you carefully go along your sights, and you get the red pinpoint right on the guy's head. You fire, and you just blow his head wide open. Just pseudo milk just splatters over the window. I'm going to say this for the critical Hubble. The pseudo milk coats the window on the outside, preventing anyone from seeing in. And as well, he stumbles into his fully healthy companion, causing him to be distracted and to lose his footing. So for
I should probably shoot
for a slight minute. The one that's still alive is on the ground prone, but he's still fully active. He just got knocked into.
Okay, I should unload my smart rifle on him then.
Wait, you have a smart rifle or the pulse rifle?
I have a smart rifle.
Oh, okay. I don't know, John. That's up to you. He's like, can you switch your action like that? And after, like, there's no declaration, right?
Well, he didn't tell me he was doing anything.
I haven't done anything yet. Yeah, cool. I mean, y'all said wait and see what you do, and then
yeah. No, that's awesome.
You took one out, and he's prone.
Long range. Okay, cool. So 3d10.
It's extremely well, yeah.
It's long range, but it's 4d10 armor piercing.
Not what? Right. Wait, what are you using, David?
He's using a smart
rifle.
Oh, so both of you guys have smart rifles?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought you had a pulse rifle, or do you have both?
I have a smart rifle that I took from the ship, like commander. I don't know where Mike got his smart rifle.
I think I got it from one of those weapons that I don't know, dude. I've had it since we killed the whatchamacallit, the hunter.
Okay, go ahead.
So
David, roll.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I got mine from the ship, John, and then there was all the other weapons tethered into the ship that included.
It's fine. I'm not questioning it. I just thought someone had a pulse rifle, and I thought it was one of you guys.
I have a pulse rifle.
Oh,
okay.
All right.
The
David,
weapon of a real Marine.
Combat.
Okay, so I have a combat of 44.
Okay.
I'm rolling. Do I have any advantage because he's prone?
Yeah.
Okay. First roll is a 45. Second roll is a 70 even. So
fail both.
I'm rolling
under. What was your
41? Yeah. I failed both.
Okay, so you let out a shout, trying to take advantage, but you were a little too jumpy on the trick. You were like, "Oh shit! Look, now's my chance!
Now's my chance! Hey!"
Okay, so
I haven't done anything yet.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so right, realizing that if I stood and faced him, I was going to die when I decompress. I've got to fix the suit, which means I leave the airlock. And go into the control room. Okay. And I'm going to rip a Fundo Snacks out of my pocket and throw it, open it and throw the snacks towards the door that goes to the manual comms room. And then I'm going to hide in the control room on the opposite side of that door, like where I can't. Like I'm not immediately obvious. Like if you open the airlock door and you look in, you'll see snacks going off to the left. I'm off to the right. And I will sit there with my pulse rifle and wait until I hear the good word or until an android comes through, and then I will kill it.
So are you on the other side? Like, are you right near the airlock chamber? Just on the side of the door?
Yes, I'm on the deep side, not the chamber side.
Right.
I'm in the deep, but I'm right next to the door where I can't be seen from the door.
But you're ready to sort of like grab or shoot anybody that enters into the chamber from that area, right?
Yes,
that's where you are. Okay, and you tossed Funko snacks as a lure in the door that leads to the manual comms room, right?
Correct.
Okay,
to make it look like I went that way or something. Right?
Got it.
I don't care if it works like what they think, as long as it works.
Right. Okay. Understood. All right. So the guys, one is dead. So the remaining one wasn't really even aware that David's shot went wide, so he basically picks himself up, gazes, sightlessly at his companion for just one split second, but he's a mindless security android basically, so he doesn't have any empathy or anything like that. He's just like, well, but he snaps up.
Androids, right?
He snaps up his submachine gun because he it didn't come from Hubble, who was the only person that he thought was here. Right. and he got two different bullets came out of nowhere, right? So one took out his companion. So he, being military trained, he starts to like scan all around. So what I'm going to say is, you have cover, Sharp, but you're not like invisible. You're not like out of sight. Like David is like out of sight, and so is Thulsa, right? You're sort of up in the shit, like up there, like all the gangways and stuff like that.
Can I make a stealth check?
No stealth checks in this game. So I am going to say, because he's trained, that he does spot you, and he's going to attempt to shoot you, but he's going to have some major penalties because you have a lot of cover. And I think this is the first time I've actually used cover. Where is that?
Also, is there a range penalty for submachine guns?
Is there
like,
what?
Do they have like one of those like beyond long range, not effective kind of things?
Let me check cover real quick first.
Cover is page 28, John.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, and SMG will not. It will go to long range.
It will. Okay.
I'm gonna give him light cover. So that gives you an AP of 10, which is pretty amazing. Some machine gun has long range, so it can reach you.
Okay.
All right. So you have AP of 10. That's pretty good. Okay. Here goes. I missed anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yay. Love that for you.
I always have to remember that general TTRPG good advice is to just roll to see if anything happens first, and then look up shit. Right.
Yeah, it's not bad.
So
Smart.
So he missed. So he there was no sound because you're in vacuum, but sparks like fly off pretty near you, Sharp, and you're like, oh shit. All right, so that was the round. He's going to continue firing. Okay, this is what's going to happen. He's not an idiot. He's going to run for cover. He's actually going to try to find cover behind the auto tug craft. Okay, so he's going to run there. That is in close range, so he would still be able to fire. And he's also looking. What I'm going to say is that he's going to have a little bit better of a bead on you if you stay where you are, if he can get behind that cover. So it's going to reduce your cover by a certain amount if you let him get to that position. Okay. In addition,
do I have an opportunity? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
One more thing. Yeah, Thulsa, you will have a very clear line of sight to him, and he'll be at close range to you if he makes it to that auto tug craft.
Hit him with a Mylar blanket. Yeah.
Just so you know, I know you're not a violent person, but the opportunity is there. David, no change in range for you. You're still at long range for him. Okay.
So question for me, John. So he's moving from long range into close range.
To Thulsa, you're still at long.
Okay, perfect. And then will I have an opportunity to shoot him before he makes it to cover?
Yeah, because you guys always go first. I'm telling you what he's going to do if you don't stop him from doing it.
No, I didn't know if his movement was part of his action from the previous round.
No. This is what he's going to do.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Well, then I'm not going to move. I'm going to keep my position, and I'm going to keep the gun resting there. And I'm going to try and line up a really good shot on him and shoot him while he goes.
Okay.
Matt, what are you going to do?
Okay, I'm going to gather up my gear, my jury rigging, my stupid Mylar blanket that's flying all around. And I want to move to a place. I mean, I assume meta-wise that I know that he's moving over in that direction. If I can tell that he's moving in that direction, I do not want to be seen by him, because that is bad news for me. So I want to gather up my gear and, kind of play that, hide and seek game where I can move to keep the Steve in between me and the android. I do not want to be seen by him.
No problem.
David, what are you going to do?
I'm going to fire at him again. I might as well.
Okay. And Ted, any change for you?
Well, it's a question for John, which is at some point after a few seconds, I may realize that no one's coming through the door. I don't hear any cycling or whatever. And I'm going to try and start opening the decompression pack one-handed and start trying to apply it to the suit. Or is it a more complicated repair than that?
What's in your other hand? Your gun?
Pulse rifle. Yeah.
Oh, no, this is definitely like a two-handed sort of thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, are you losing wounds right now, Ted?
Oh, yeah, take a wound. Take a health point.
Yeah, I should take a health point actually. So
Can you
I go-
do first aid on yourself before you repair your vac
not
suit?
wearing a vac suit, I think.
Yeah, you got to get at it.
Yeah, I got to get out of it and patch it, or patch it and then get out of it. Whatever. My options are limited. I'm bleeding to death. I'm in a vac suit.
Okay. Maybe you should do the first aid part. Maybe you should get out of the vac suit.
Well, I don't actually have a first aid kit, so I was sort of
All right,
hoping I would have found two patch kits, and I was going to actually use the patch kit on my own holes.
so to sum up, you're basically going to start the patch job. Is what you're doing.
No, not a. Well, I mean, yeah, yes, fine.
Okay. All right. So you just put the pulse rifle down. You're still in that same spot, and you start ripping open the patch kit, and you start, and you of course you pull out the manual, and of course you flip to the Chinese menu first. Right?
Oh yeah, that's absolutely true.
David, why don't you shoot first?
All right. So no longer at advantage, but hopefully I roll better. Combat of 44 yet again.
Okay. He doesn't have
See what I
cover
get.
from you because he doesn't know you're there.
Yeah. I'm kind of peeking around the corner of this bay. And that is a 78 again. So
Okay.
Pang, pang.
And John, just to remind you, we have armor piercing rounds with these things, so his cover is kind of, I think it's null and void.
Depends on the cover, but yeah, they do have armor points.
Who has armor points?
Light cover is armor points. Only
Yeah, no,
heavy
yeah.
cover gives DR.
Okay, so then the smart
You
rifle
could-
rounds punch right through light cover.
Yes.
Okay. Do I still have advantage from being in my sniper's perch or no?
You do not because you don't have the
Okay.
time anymore.
All right, I have a 61 to hit. And I rolled a 63. You son of a bitch.
Okay. So yeah, yours goes wide.
Yeah.
David's goes wide. Thulsa is moving around. Hubble's doing a patch. Okay, so it is going to. So it definitely saw the David shot as well, coming from opposite ends. So I'm going to have him just make a random roll to see where he's going to focus his attention because he's in danger. He does, by the way. So you both missed, so nothing prevents him from getting to his cover. So he gets there, and then he's going to assess, and we'll just roll. Let's roll a d8. 1 to 4 is going to be sharp. It's sharp. Okay, sharp. He's going to fire at you one more time.
Okay.
He hits that time with a 20. And he's going to do 11 points of damage to you, sharp.
Okay. How much armor piercing or armor protection do I still have from my cover?
So you were dropped down to 5. You dropped down to insignificant cover. So you get that. So you get the 5 AP from the cover, and then whatever your vac suit is giving you as well.
3.
Shoots your 3, I
Oh,
think.
I thought it was more. Oh, it's 3. That's right.
So you take away 8. What did I say?
11.
11.
So
So 3.
3.
So I am down to 2 health on my with no wounds.
With no wounds. Okay, that's good.
But
All right.
is my vac suit now ventilated?
Yes. Is it any hit that ventilates a vac suit?
Anything that
assume,
exceeds
I mean-
the armor class, I think.
I don't know if it required a wound or not. Damage greater than or equal to their AP in one hit, their armor is destroyed. So destroyed. So
Okay. The armor is destroyed, but is the vac suit ruined? I guess that's the question.
well, the armor is the vac suit.
Okay.
So hold on.
This has got to be Marine's favorite place to be, though. Really? I mean, you got to be just happy as a clam.
Yeah, I'm super excited about it.
You're shooting at things are shooting back. You took a little flack. It's good, right? It's good.
The training is for it.
Test.
Okay, so let's see. All right, you're going to decompress in 4 rounds, sharp.
Perfect.
Okay. Now
Love
you are high up in an industrial scale room. Just clambering down in 0G. Now you have 0G, which is good for you. I would say it would take 2 rounds minimum just to get down to like the ground, right? If you just do it the normal way. You're under stress, and you might have other plans and stuff like that to make it faster. But just be aware that that's the deal. 4 rounds until total decompression. You yourself did. I'm going to just flavor it and say like you didn't actually take like a bullet wound, like you're not bleeding, right? It's more like you were like grazed and it punctured the suit, and you're like fuck, and just increase your stress a whole lot more. But
I guess I gained the stress from missing, right?
And so does David, who I believe has taken 2 stress now from missed shots, right?
Correct. So I'm at 14 now.
Right. Sharp is at 4, right? Okay. So yep, he got you. Okay, so that was bottom of the round. So next round, what he's going to likely do is, he thinks he's got you dead to rights. So I think he's going to continue firing. But I do think that because he's a security android, he has enough awareness to realize that he is facing danger from somewhere else, and he's going to move to attempt to get some cover from David as well. So he's going to basically move around to the other side of the tug craft to put the tug craft between himself and David, where he thinks David likely is. That is going to increase Sharp's cover back to the normal one before, but he's going to continue firing at Sharp. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, makes sense.
That's if you don't interrupt him right now.
Okay, so I am going to take another shot at him. Matt, what are you doing?
Okay, now that I am obscured from him again, I'm going to try my trick again, but now it seems like timing is very critical. I'm not going to try to do the paracord, set it off from somewhere else now. I'm going to try to just like with my hands, hopefully this might make it a little bit easier, put the Mylar blanket over the thing and just turn off open up the tank and let it shoot off in the air like a rocket.
Are you trying to shoot the tank like a missile, or make the oxygen fly out and do the Mylar?
No. The tank is going to fly off. The Mylar is going to be on it to make it look weird and big and shiny.
Okay.
Cool.
Right?
Are you
aiming to make it be a good?
What vector do you want that oxygen tank to go in?
What I wanted to do is like fly past the android because he's like looking up, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to like shoot across his field of vision and distract him so that he's going to like track this thing to hopefully give these guys a better shot, or maybe get him to shoot at the moving thing that's shooting across his vision.
Okay, so you're not really doing any jury rigging, right? You're just throwing the blanket over and then just pulling the valve of the oxygen tank, right?
Right. I'm foregoing that that distance thing I was trying to do before. Mylar over the tank, open it up so it shoots off like a little firework.
I'm actually going to give you jury rig to add to your roll just because you're doing something that's a little less specific. So it'll give you a better chance.
They didn't teach you this in science school.
They totally did. It's the android distraction.
I'll let you decide again if you want to do. So no advantage, but you can add jury rig and you can choose between speed and intellect again. Same roll basically.
Okay, I will do. I'll do speed. Okay. So again, I'm trying to roll under a 51. Oh, and that's a 17, John.
17.
This
all
time
right.
It works.
Great. All right. So you make it work. Off it goes, and it goes right across his field of vision. And he's definitely distracted by that. His just naturally his gun just shifts from sharp right to track the thing. He's likely going to fire at it. David.
Okay. I'm also going to try after I do that, John. I'm moving from where that was, trying to keep Steve in between me and him. I'm trying to angle towards the back of the Steve so I can jump off the lip, get outside the station.
Anyone else?
The distance between myself and the Steve.
Still long. Oh, long, right?
Long, yeah.
In terms of like travel, would that appear to me to be more than a turn's worth of movement?
No, not more than a turn. But it would definitely take. It would take an entire round. Like you wouldn't be able to do anything else other than just move towards it. But you would get there in a round because it's 0G.
I'm going to spend my entire round making a break while he's on the other side of it. and doesn't see me to enter into the Steve and hide in there.
Okay, that will bring you right next to Thulsa. Cool with that?
So you're in the Steve, Thulsa?
He's right near the back of it.
Yeah, you're near the back of it. I'm going in the Steve.
Right, which is near the back.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
Okay, that's cool. Who hasn't said what they're doing? Hubble?
Me. Well, I said I'm going to shoot again. Sorry. Go ahead, Ted.
Hubble will continue to attempt to. He's still trying to patch the suit
to his patch. Okay.
Although he's looking around the control room for anything he can use as an impromptu first aid. A T-shirt, duct tape, anything.
Right. So I'm looking here. Unfortunately, I think you're in the wrong room for that, Ted.
Yep.
Yeah,
I figured.
Mostly just like the operator chairs and the camera feeds and stuff like that. There's not a lot of loose stuff here. Unfortunately, sorry.
Right.
Okay.
So I take another health at this point, then. Yeah.
So you're going to take another health point. And David, you are going to make it successfully as the android is distracted. So you're not right next to Thulsa, but you see Thulsa. And you can get, like, you're right there before you get to step into the Steve. Sharp, go ahead and fire.
Okay. And is his distraction giving me any advantage?
Not advantage, but what did I say? He moved. He was avoiding David. So you just have a regular shot.
Okay. All right. I made it 52, and I needed a 61.
Great.
So that's going to be 16, and that is going to be 15. That's going to be 31 points of armor piercing goodness.
Whoa. Okay. 31.
Nice.
So okay. Okay. Let's see. Roll me a D10.
4.
All right. Yeah, your bullets strike true. He stumbles as he brings his gun to bear on the weird oxygen tank floating through the air. And pseudo milk just starts pouring out of a wound that's in his chest. He's got basically a gaping chest wound. And he's going to be taking some bleeding as well.
Okay. And that was one of my 4 rounds, correct? One of my 4 rounds. So I'm down to 3 rounds to decompress.
Yes, thank you.
Right.
Yep.
And I'm gonna, if I can also still use my radio, I'm gonna ask David when he gets there, be like, is there an airlock in there I can get to?
There is an airlock in the cockpit. I was going to suggest you do exactly that. The question I have for John that I don't know until I get back in it is after it crashed, if any mechanical, and we can wait until I go investigate, but if anything was mechanically working on the ship or if it was totally dead after it crashed. Obviously, it's not flight operational, but I didn't know if the computing systems when I left were still.
No, it's still electronics still working, all that kind of stuff. It's just not. It is not flight worthy.
So you have done no damage.
Exactly that. You have done no damage assessment, so you don't know what systems are broken. But from what you remember when you stumbled out of there, the lights were still on and shit. All right.
One more point of clarification. This is might be helpful to Sharp. Is the tug closer to Sharp, or is the entrance to the Steve closer to Sharp?
The tug. I forgot about the tug.
Exactly. The tug is undamaged and airtight. So
yeah,
is it airtight?
The tug is closest to Sharp right now. The tug is closer to Sharp right now. Okay. However, there is still an android that is shooting at an oxygen tank, which is highly flammable.
Let's find out what happens with that little beauty.
Excitement.
When all the shrapnel starts flying around.
Okay.
Smile, you son of a...
He hits the oxygen tank. Let's see. What's the best way to emulate that?
You're welcome, John.
What do we got? Frag grenade. That sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm in an armored vehicle right now.
Let's see.
I gotta say, when I started this evening, I sort of thought, Hubble will be having a lot of problems. I did not expect it to get worse for everyone else.
Well, Mike joined. Don't forget, Mike came back.
I wasn't going to say that quiet part out loud there, David.
Here's the deal: the exploding oxygen tank can't hit anybody except for himself, the security android, and it might possibly damage the tug craft. But that oxygen tank was very, very, it's like chaotic in its movement. So I'm going to give it a chance. Let's see. What should I do? I'll just give it a 50% chance. Let's see. Okay. What I roll? 52. Okay. So it blows up and it's spectacular. It doesn't make any sound, but there's a big fireball. Boom. And it just sort of explodes in midair. Everyone's eyes are drawn to it, but nothing happens.
Does he take any damage from it?
No, that's what I was rolling.
Damn it.
Okay, so it is going to, let's see, its eyes are at where it, I don't know. What's he going to do? Who's around?
I'm still in my same spot, John, so he probably still has a beat on me. I'm probably the only one he can see.
Yeah, I think he's the only one you can see. Yeah, so he's going to fire on you. Well, let's see. What would be the smart play? I think hold on a second. I think he is going to
inexplicably leap out the airlock into space and fly forever.
No, he's actually going to run. He's going to run towards a door that you guys haven't investigated yet.
Okay.
Is it on the map here? Let me switch over to Miro real quick.
He's going to die tired.
Yes. So this one, the one that you got, this is my thing right here.
Oh, the bulkhead. Okay.
He moves to here. Okay.
What he
wants to do is he's going to go there, and he's going to attempt to open up that door and enter that room. He's going to have all of his effort on that. He's going to book it over there and move. He's not going to shoot this round. All right. So now it's you.
Okay. Ted, you're still working on your patch?
I presume so.
All right. Matt, what are you doing?
Okay. Let's see.
Hold on. Before you say anything, Mike, I just want to remind you that it will take a full round to cycle the airlock back if you're heading towards me. Just
well, I was going to actually head for either the Steve or the Tug and try and use those ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Thulsa's going to, oh shoot. I guess she probably would have a difficult time telling you that she had flown that Tug and knows that that there's, that it's airtight.
But you probably know I'm venting gas, so you could just prep the airlock for me.
Can I get to the Tug while keeping cover between me and this android, John? Or if I go to the Tug, will I be in plain view?
You will be exposed for this round, but you can tell that the android is not paying attention to you right now. He's got all of his he's turning towards that other door.
Okay, I'm going to say, "Oh shit! Well, you only live once, right?" And I'm going to just
my god.
Make a dive for the Tug.
Okay.
Do nothing else but, fly, shoot, swim, 0G, float, run to the Tug to get inside. Start trying to get it ready for him. Yeah.
Sure.
John,
David, what are you doing?
Can I roll a 1d4 and see where the front of the ship is facing? I guess it would be just facing towards the back because I crashed into it. It wouldn't have spun or anything like that. Yeah, never mind.
It might be on a little bit of an angle, but yeah.
Yeah, but
basically the nose is pointing towards the inner deep, right?
Yeah. I'm not gonna. In other words, I won't be using the ship's lasers on this guy. Okay, cool. I mean, I don't want to draw attention to myself. Fuck it, but. I have a smart rifle. He's trying to open a blaster door. He's not facing me. I'm going to, as best as I can, because he doesn't know I'm in this ship, keep every bit of cover I can, peek out with my gun and unload. I want to get another stress, and it's going to screw me though. I don't want to roll combat and keep failing.
No, stress is fun, man.
It's fine. Cool. It's fine, I guess. All right.
Oh, David, do you have a wound? You said earlier you had a wound. Do you actually have a wound?
Yes. When I crashed, you said I broke my collarbone, and I got a wound, I believe.
Man, that has got to hurt so bad firing a big ass rifle into that collarbone.
That's a good point.
Oh
Ted.
my God.
About that.
Oh.
You know what I'm going to do?
Shoulder,
actually,
Ted, shut up.
John, here's what I'm going to do instead of that. Because I don't need to breathe. I'm going to go into the cockpit of the ship, and I'm going to undress from my vaccsuit and try to put that exosuit on that's been tethered to my back.
Say again. I'm sorry.
I'm going to get into the cockpit of the ship.
Yeah.
Get out of my vaccsuit and put the exosuit on. That's wrapped to me right now. I'm going to get in my battle gear.
Okay. So you, it's a kind of a thing, right? So you can.
No. If it takes more than one turn, that's fine.
Yeah, because if you're moving into the cockpit, that's going to take up if you just do nothing but just that would even that would take a little bit of a while. It's going to take a little bit of time. Is that okay?
But David, then you're trapped in that ship without your vac suit on. You can't wear both, and you can't survive in vacuum.
We just determined that
you don't need to breathe, but you still need the suit.
You still need the vac suit in space, dude.
I thought the whole thing was I'm so confused by this. The exosuit has a oxygen mask and is a full thing with a closable mouthpiece.
Oh, okay.
My understanding from the Discord conversation we had, because the illustration, remember, they showed. Now, John can rule that that's not the case, but I thought that was a possibility. If it's not, I'll stay in the vac suit. But the concept I was hearing, John, is that I have to be protected from radiation, right? Would the exosuit protect me from radiation?
Pressure, temperature.
Yeah. I think it sounds like we still needed a vac suit in space, not for the air, but for all the other stuff, right? And I don't know if
my brain's starting to hurt a little bit. Just what is your goal, David?
Why don't we just not deal with that right now? What
is your end goal? You want to be in the cockpit, and you want to be doing what?
My angle is before I engage with anyone, I want to be in a advantageous combat environment with bonuses, and I want to get into the exosuit. If I can't do that because I die from some factors, it doesn't matter. So I think we just don't worry about it, and instead,
you could do it. All I'm saying is it's just going to take some time. So switching into the exosuit is just going to take a little bit of time. All right.
That's what I'll do then.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you book it into the cockpit and shut yourself behind that door. Right.
And that's the cockpit of Steve.
The Steve. Yeah. And so you start to strip off your vac suit. Okay. Got it. Thulsa, you easily do make it into the auto tugcraft. No problem at all. Sharp, what were you doing?
I'm going to shoot it.
You're shooting him again. Okay, go for it.
Before it goes to the door. And then that gives me 2 rounds. 2 rounds to get to safety.
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay. Hell yeah. 54.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. That's going to be 16 and 13. So 29. Armor piercing.
All right, so it's running full blast towards those towards that bulkhead door that you don't know what it's behind, and you just right in the back, just like, and it just rams into the door. It just slides down, greasy white smear on the door, and collapses onto the ground.
All right,
its submachine gun falls out of its hand.
Say hostiles clear, and then if I still have movement, I will move down towards the tug.
Cool. And at the very end of the combat, Hubble, you're going to take 1 more health point of damage. Now we're sort of out of combat. However, bleeding still does occur, so we sort of have to abstract it. It's basically like Hubble needs help right fucking now, because now we're going to be moving into turned sort of stuff. So the bleeding will be more rapid. But we hit right at our break time. So why don't we do that first, and we'll see how they recuperate. We will be right back. All right, we are back. Bladders empty, beers full. All right, so combat is over. You down the androids. Great. They are both, their bodies are separate, but in the loading dock. Hubble, you are still bleeding out. So time is of the essence. Yep. Sharp, you said you're running with the first aid kit, right? You're muted.
Muted. Sorry, I can't get through the airlock door that Ted has locked. So since I'm venting, I'm going to go down to the tug and get in the secure area there. And then I was going to hand my med kit to Thulsa or to David.
You can get into the airlock. You can get in. Yeah, it's not locked anymore. It's cycled. So if you want to, you can kill two birds with one stone, save yourself, and also help Hubble.
And I'm going to do that. I'm sorry, I misunderstood that part.
Yeah.
So I assume everyone is coming then, right? So
I don't know.
Is that the plan?
Can you get him and because we need to get out of here. Because there are more of those guys coming. It's not that we just killed two and that's it.
I don't have a vac suit anymore, and there are no more around here. So
there is. I just took one off and got on my exosuit. So if you want to run into the cabin with me and put that vac suit on, you have a vac suit.
Yeah, but we also need to get to Ted. So John, I'm going to go with my first aid kit to Ted. And then you guys can just bring the vac suit to me, and then we can get the hell out of here. But he's not going to last if we don't get him, get his holes stopped up.
Is that the plan? I'll meet up in the control room.
Yeah, let's all meet up in the control room.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
one way or the other.
Go
ahead.
Yeah. I want to take one spin around inside the tug. I want to see if there are any repair kits or any med kits inside the tug that I might be able to.
Unfortunately not. It's a very utilitarian vehicle. So nothing of interest there.
Matt, do you think you can collect the ammunition from the SMG and the other two weapons and stuff like that?
Getting the SMG was the whole reason I got into this mess. I wanted to have a spare weapon we could keep back at the bell.
I'll grab one of those stupid guns on the way to the airlock.
Okay, so there you have a gun, and we'll say that you can snatch up 2 shots worth of ammunition as well.
That's
two mags, you mean?
2 mags, yeah, whatever they call them.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I get the plan. So there's no roll for the first aid kit. So Sharp, you rush over and apply that to Hubble while he is frantically trying to attach the patch kit. But you can see Hubble's started to lose consciousness. He's just sort of like doing his best to put the patch kit on, but his concentration isn't as good as it possibly could be. So you slap the first kit on him, help him with the patch kit. So patched vac suits have their AP reduced from 3 to 1. That is the only penalty that a patch suit has, though. It otherwise functions normally, but the AP goes down to 1. So you have a pleasantly weathered and repaired vac suit. It's very, very working class looking now. So it
looks very cool,
very stylish. David drags his vac suit to Sharp, and Sharp puts on that. David is now wearing his badass exosuit, so David looks the slickest. Thulsa just looks crazy as ever.
Hey.
And so that's the plan.
So I'm going to look crazy, but here's what I'm doing while I'm looking crazy, John. Mm-hmm. I'm keeping watch. I'm going to after I grab that gun, I'm going to wipe a little spot on the clean of the stupid milk on the window of the airlock, so that I can keep an eye to see if more of those guys come in, because we got to get out of here. We got to get back out to Ghost Eater so we can shoot back across to the bell.
Sure. Yeah.
Can you get Ghost Eater on the comms? Did he bail as soon as the shots started flying, or is he still out there?
He's still out there. If you want to talk to him, yeah.
Yeah, I can. I'll tell him. We're we'll be right back in just a moment. We're just taking care of a couple of things, and it's all good.
He didn't hear anything, right? So he didn't have a beat. So he comes back to you and he basically is like, "Are you everything all right in there?" Because I thought I saw a flash for a second.
Oh yeah, little bit of trouble. We're cleaning it up, but just a little maintenance. So we'll be right back out to shoot back over to the bell. No worries, everything's okay here. How are you?
Waiting for you, but I don't have any business here at the loading bay. So the sooner if you got nothing else to do, let's go.
Yep.
Let's go. All right. Guys, sorry, please.
So Thulsa, you are a little bit what's the word? You're a little bit surprised whenever you enter the airlock and you see everyone sort of helping Hubble out, and you're like, oh yeah, that guy. I forgot.
Who are these people? Oh.
Yeah. And and then you were like, oh, that's right. There was that Marine with us as well. Oh yeah, that's right. Who was he shot by? And then you immediately switch to suspicion. You're like, how do I know that's the actual
he's
Marine?
Been gone for a while. That's right.
Yeah. No
Wait
mechanical
a minute.
effect, but you're just sort of like, I don't know about it. There was plenty of, like, if he was with the group, there was plenty of time for Monarch to have switched him out with an infiltrator. And how do I know it's not an infiltrator? That's sort of what's going through your head,
Hubble just looks at him and goes, "Eep. Hello, how are you?"
We'll rebuild him faster, stronger.
Maybe I would just hold on to the submachine gun just for a moment.
Oh my god!
Yeah, so
All
basically,
right.
Ghost Eater has been patiently waiting for you, but he's got shit to do. He is not your servant, and his normal job is just what you hired him for was to get you to the Ackler, and you're nowhere near the Ackler anymore. So he's ready to bail.
Yeah.
Now you can just let him go, and you can continue diving.
No, I'd like to go home.
Or to the bell.
I mean, to the bell. Do I remove the bleeding tag then with the first aid kit?
Yes, you're done with bleeding. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
All right.
All right, let's do it. We make our way back to the bell, right, guys?
I make sure that Hubble is in front of me, not behind me.
Do you want to do
keep eyes on-
a stress short rest sort of thing?
I think we do it at
we should go back to the
man.
bell, guys.
I
Yeah,
think we
there.
got to get out there as fast as possible.
Okay, so I've got a patched vac suit. Sharp now has a working vac suit, and David only has an exosuit. Right.
Correct.
Okay. And then we're pretty much used up all the vac suits that have been lying around. Right? Is that right, John? There's like one more back at the bell or something.
I believe that's the case. Yeah, I don't. Think
Yeah.
there's-
To get new vac suits, we have to kill Thulsa, I guess, and have a new guy come in. And,
Don't kill Thulsa in a vac suit. We need
No,
that
no,
vac
I'm
wait
suit.
till
going to
he's
say
out.
rightfully suspicious at this point.
yeah, I think you might be.
I think
All right.
I think at the bell, like there's plenty of people at the bell, so you could bargain for theirs, but there's
Yeah,
nothing
yeah.
for sale, right? Like you would have to probably do some barter or something like that, or a deal. Anyways, okay, so you radio Ghost Eater, cautiously go back out into the loading dock, and then you're going to spacewalk back, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, don't mind me. Just
Wandering monsters out in space.
okay.
I mean, there are
zombies.
lots of wandering monsters out there dead.
We run into a bunch of those weird androids that just got space. They're floating around. Bump into one as we fly along.
Hold on a second. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sure everything's fine.
Yeah. So we'll get back. We're going to have a little rest, some medical care, maybe. We've still got, I think, like 6,000 credits that we didn't spend.
Yes.
Somewhere around there.
Okay, so yeah, you start to spacewalk back, and actually, Hubble, you sort of called it. You on your vector on the way back, you can't really change it without really getting yourself in danger. But you can see that you're about to cross paths with one of the forgotten androids that was spaced so long ago as it comes across your path. Horrifying when it comes in because its face is vaguely female, female presenting, anyways, but it doesn't have any hair. And its face is locked in a rictus of terror, its eyes bulging, and it has no form below the waist. It is a ragged, pseudo-milky mess down at the waist, just shredded, and it's just sort of spinning slowly end over end. But it seems to turn its head to look at you mournfully as you pass by it. I need everyone to make a sanity save, please.
Is there any danger of actual contact?
If you critically fail, possibly.
Oh, fair
Ted,
enough.
go first.
Okay, Ted goes first. Ted's sanity, unfortunately, is a whopping 27, and I rolled a 36, so I go insane.
Okay, so
Matt?
you gain a stress.
I take a stress.
Okay. Thulsa is incredibly sane. I do not know what you guys are talking about. with a 45, and she rolls a 34.
Very nice.
Okay.
Okay. That's good because if Tulsa had failed, it would have been a problem for the rest of you.
Yeah. David has a sanity of 25, and I rolled a 15, so I turned out pretty good.
Nice. All right.
My sanity is also a 25, and I got a 65.
All right. So you do take
The
a
Marines
stress.
do not like half people floating around. That is
And are
not,
smiling at you for sure.
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah.
It reminds us of Guadalcanal, I guess, and we don't like that. So
Yeah. For
Yeah,
sure.
and John, I think I owe you actually a fear save for Hubble coming back, because my suspicious problem is I owe a fear save when anyone leaves and returns. I owe you a fear save, or I take a stress.
Oh, that's true. That's right. I forgot there was a mechanical thing to that, actually. Yeah. So thank you for
Okay.
being honest. Go for it.
And this is at disadvantage. Thank you, David. All right. Okay. Well, they're both bad. I'm rolling. My fear save is a 19. The word nothing's critical. It's a 76. It's a fail.
Good Lord.
So
Okay.
I go from 15 to 16.
Okay. So both Delphonse and Tulsa are both at 16. So definitely not feeling great at all. All right. So that was a little disturbing. Tulsa and David taking a stride, but the Marines, no, not happy. Okay. And then after what? Go ahead, David. Sorry.
I have one thing I owe you too before we arrive. Don't forget I'm in the troubleshooter's exosuit, so that might affect how people react to me.
Right. That's true. Thank you for being honest. Oh, and now that I think about it, Sharp. I've forgotten to do this. I'm not going to forget anymore because it's a thing.
Oh, you don't want to go.
Sharp and Thulsa. You both saw 2 androids die. So you're both going to gain 2 extra stress because of your bends. Okay. And you do this the way that it manifests. You guys have had this for a long time. It's one of the very first bends things that you had is that you don't like seeing androids die now. Especially now that you kind of know that that Monarch is making infiltrator ones, and you start to question your own existence and that sort of thing. And you feel for the plight, especially of the forgotten androids. So every time you see one, even though you were the ones responsible for it, it just disturbs you in a way that it didn't before you got assigned to this job. So Sharp, you're going to go up to 7, and Tulsa, you're going to go up to a whopping 18.
Yes.
In addition, Thulsa, when everyone kind of makes the decision that they want to go back to the deep, you're like,
to the bell.
I have no desire to go back to the bell. I'm sorry. You're like, no, I do not want to do that. The deep is where we should be. This is where our mission is. And you guys should suck it up. And I really don't want to get there. I'm sorry to remove your agency a little bit there, Mike, but it's kind of the way that it is with your bends. You really don't want to leave the deep. So kind of retconning it back, if you want to just, as Mike, the player, want to just kind of be with the group, you would have to make a roll, I think.
Can they BA Baracus me?
What's that?
Probably not in a vaccsuit.
A-team is going to be hard.
They kept drugging Mr. T to make him go on airplanes.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's what they would.
All right.
I don't have
Poison,
any
but that might be a bit extreme.
I could put some Fundo snacks on a string and see kind of lure you along through deep
What roll
space.
do I need to make here?
All right. I have an idea, John. Like if I see him do this and I see him hesitant to go, you know what? And I don't think it's going to be that hard to do. As stressed out as I am, I'm maxed out. This frail, this defenseless scientist, right, is going to, make a plea to the only effective Marine. Sorry, Hubble. Please. Please, and she's going to go to him. She's like, please help. I don't know who this guy is anymore. Really, he was out there all by himself in the who knows what with, Monarch doing who knows what. Who knows if it's even really him? Please, Sharp. Please take, just get me back to the bell so I can. and I'm trying to appeal to his that Marine desire to help the weak.
All right. I point my finger at her and I say, he's a very effective Marine. No one stops bullets the way he does.
Okay. So
poor Ted.
This is what I'm going to rule, Mike. In order to overcome it, and it's an extremely strong urge to stay aboard the deep. I'm going to have you make a bends check. All right.
Okay.
You have to succeed a bends check. If you fail your bends check, you're going to take more bends.
Yes.
But what I will say is that because Thulsa recognizes that this is an issue with you and is attempting to cajole you with appealing to your marine nature, I will give you advantage on the bends check. Okay.
Perfect. My bends is a 23.
So you want to roll high.
Yeah, I rolled a 50 for the first one and a 75 for the second one.
Okay. All right. You are able to suppress it. But just try to role play it like you're not happy about it.
Yeah.
Right.
Man, I begin to tell them all the stories. Like after I sit there and I tell Hubble the story about you know how I saved your ass. Well, I had this really good friend of mine who needed to be helped, and no one came to get him. In fact, one of his buddies snuck up behind him and stuck a knife in his neck. His name was what was his name again?
All right. So after, what did I say? An hour? Is that
I don't know anything about it.
Hour for spacewalks to the Ackler?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So after about an hour, we'll call it, let's just make it a nice round noon at this point. You get back.
My oxygen is in the red as we arrive to the ship.
You don't need oxygen. You don't need oxygen.
Need it. Right.
Okay. So it's noon. You started this cycle, in the midst of the night, right? So I'm going to say here that you can't return to the deep without penalty unless you take like a night's rest, right? Like you have to at least rest overnight here in order to not suffer fatigue. Anyways, you return to the bell. Things have calmed down a little bit in approximately maybe maximum 2 hours time. No, I guess a little bit longer because you were in the Ackler. Yeah, so it's been a while. So I think the whole fallout of like all the divers trying to evacuate and kind of talking to each other about what's going on at the deep is quieted down. They're trying to get used to the new normal, so not everyone's too super happy about it. But there's still more people than normal in the Bell's landing dock area where the Acheron is. But Arcadie's happy to see you. Noriko's happy to see you. Glad to see you guys are all in one piece, man. Got a little bit of pseudo milk on your lip there. Okay, got it. That's someone else's, right? Not yours, man. Right? Verified human.
Yeah. It's look, real red blood, baby, and it's coming out. So I'm going to go find my hammock and take a nap.
Hey, man, he claps you on the shoulder like way too hard, right? Hey, man, you know that red blood doesn't mean shit, man. You know that, right? That's cool. I believe you.
I mean, it means I'm not a regular android. I know it means that.
I'm looking at him with side eyes too, like Arcadie.
Oh, no.
I haven't seen him for a while.
Oh yeah. Thulsa, you're like immediately in a lot of like agitation just because there's a lot of strangers here. You know,
everybody. Oh yeah, and with all the stress I'm under, like she's like visibly like jittering and like smoking.
Arcadie pointed out. He's like, "Are you guys okay? Because you guys don't look good. You're bleeding out. You've got gunshots. Just." Yeah, you got like gun. Yeah, what am I trying to say? You got like circles under your eyes, the whole 9 yards.
Oh yeah,
I could use a nap. To be honest, I could maybe someplace where I could have a clear view of everything. My back against the wall. You've been here the whole time. Are you sure?
I got a nice suspended bunk for you. Anyone else need a one-way trip to the med pod, man? It's free.
Oh, free to the med pod.
Free med pod?
As in, it's open. It'll cost you 6,000 credits.
You said it was free.
I think we're going to be here for a few weeks taking turns on that one, Arcadie. Hey, do you like my new digs?
We've got about 6,000. I think I don't know just you guys if you want to spend it that way, but
that's actually
I
true,
thought it's
David.
a lot more than that, I think.
Yeah, I'm trying to give it to you because I mentioned before, and I could tell you forgot. So
Yeah, they're they. Oops. What did
they
I
don't
fucking
like what I'm
do?
wearing, I'm sure.
Christ's sake.
I will show. I mean, my face is showing, so they recognize my face, I assume. But
Hold on, I fucking fucked up my fucking PDF here.
we're still recording, right?
Yeah, we're still recording.
Good.
Yeah, no, when you get onto the bell with Ghost Eater, Ghost Eater would obviously tell you because he knows, David, that this might be a problem, but you don't really have much of a choice. So, Ghost Eater, you get down. Everyone sort of turns around, looks at all of you, sizes you up, sees David in the exosuit, and gets really nervous. They all start looking at each other. A couple hands stray towards weapons, but it's just like an odd scenario because every time they've encountered someone in one of these exosuits, it's never just one. It's like a bunch of them. So they know something's weird, something's sort of off. You see Ghost Eater sort of sidle over quietly to Arcady and whisper something in his ear, and Arcady sort of narrows his eyes at David, but then nods his head. Then our Noriko sort of sidles up to you, David, and she goes, "Blessings be upon you, David." It's so
blessings be upon you, Noriko. I've missed you very much, and your lovely garden.
I'm so glad that the flesh of the Minotaur has affected you in such a manner that you have awoken.
Oh yes,
to some of the secrets of the deep.
Yes, and my eyes are clearer than they've ever been. I don't know about my compatriots here, but I was the only one to suppeth upon the flesh. She
sort of gently, as she's sort of talking to you, she distractedly sort of picks at your exosuit a little bit, just sort of observing it. And she says, "So, have you encountered the Minotaur yet? Have you basked in his brilliance?"
Oh, I wish that I had, and I am dying to go, but my compatriots are hesitant. I tell them it will be fine. They only need supplicate themselves before him. I don't know it. And we will be, illuminated within the light of salvation. I don't know. I'm riffing.
If we work together, David, we shall convert them. It is only a matter of time, just patience. However, you may be doing yourself a disservice by wearing such a uniform. Just be wary. It is probably not the best look to convert people towards to the Minotaur's goals.
I agree, but actually, now that you say that, I'm going to look over and see a lot of people leering, I presume.
Just looking at you askance, yeah.
Yeah, and I'll say, everyone, worry not. I got this from the wretched corpse of one of those troubleshooters, as they call them. Picked his bones while I was at it. But I'm an ally. They may not like me if they see me in it, but you know that I can protect you. All will be well.
You hear a couple like huffing, what's the word? Bouts of laughter from a couple people, right? Like some people are like laughing at you. Some people are actually laughing like the balls in that guy. And
yeah, sure.
And you hear you hear some rough voice in the back go, "Good on you," that sort of thing, right? And
here.
And then like you do hear some subtle he's probably a fucking infiltrator. That you hear a couple of those too, more than a couple.
Sure, of course. When I hear it, I'll say, "Infiltrator, yes." The word is quite daunting. I hear you. I see you. But notice the burning side of that ship just days ago, hours ago, I don't know. And remember that the yoke, the menace of Thelema and their technocrats and their steely fists is not impenetrable. And allow me to be the example. Laugh if you will. But if someone as frail and unassuming as I can don this, together we all can.
So you do actually see like a couple people who were skeptical sort of nods their head and they sort of look at each other, and you see a couple like real roughneck guys and ladies sort of like fuck it, like solidarity, fuck Thelema.
I'll do this. Why not?
You get a lot more support, like bringing up Thelema, like anti-Thelema sentiment in this area.
Yes.
Like people love to hear that sort of shit. So that definitely helped to quell their anxiety a little bit. But these are divers, and running the scale of experienced to not experienced, but all of them to a man are aware of the bends and are aware if they're not really sure, like maybe they can't put a name to infiltrator androids. They know that something weird is going on with the androids. So all of their, just like you, all of their suspicions are heightened, and they're just naturally going to be suspicious. It's going to be almost impossible to dissuade them unless they witness you do something for their benefit, like actually see it happen. You know what I mean? But that's the general mood right now. So you can move around.
The corpo in front of him, no big deal.
Yeah, I just mean like you want to be careful how you interact with anybody here on the bell, and not be too like overtly friendly, because everyone's going to be immediately suspicious that you have other motives.
No, and to be clear, I obviously understood your warning. I was just triangulating the best initial move with a speech, But
anti-thelema works wonders in the bell. Okay,
John, I kind of grab Arcady, not in a hostile way, but by the lapels, and I bring him in close and I'd be like, the air here stinks. Why does the bell smell so much better than this place? What is going on with your air scrubbers? This whole place is falling apart. Maybe we should move this whole enclave into the deep and set up shop there. What do you think, Arcady?
Fuck, man, that's a little rough, man. I mean, I'm doing the best I can in this place. I mean, I know it ain't the prettiest, but it's a hell of a lot prettier than anywhere in the deep, man. You got to be fucking crazy.
No, man, the deep is where it's at. It's fun there. It's nice.
I'm going to lean to Sharp and say it does smell like patchouli, doesn't it?
It smells like patchouli and farts.
Hubble's gonna come over to Sharp, and he's just gonna like put his arm around Sharp and look at Arcady, and he's like, "It's okay, man. He just needs someone to throw hand grenades at him for the rest of his life. He'll be fine. I'm just gonna put him to bed. We better. It's nap time. He's a little wound up.
I was gonna say, man, you guys need to get some rest. And Hubble, man, you're not looking great either, man. Like Jesus, man, you're fucking bleeding all over the floor, man.
Yep, I am. Yep.
All right, tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you guys a meal on the house, but then you guys got to bed down, man. Shit, you're scaring everybody. Has
anyone seen Cromwell? Where the hell is Cromwell? Why? How come he gets to skip out on all of this stuff, and we go out? I'm starting to suspect Cromwell may have been replaced. Wait, excuse me. Just really, you got to listen to. I know he's one of yours, but listen.
No, he made it out.
I'm getting very suspicious. I haven't seen him for a while.
He's gone. He paid his debt. He's out of here.
I don't remember this.
No.
Lucky the captain of the dash was like,
guys, come on.
Which Dixon are you talking about? Which even throws Delphonse further into it, Tizzy. Right?
Oh, God, you're right. There was more than one of them. All right. Yeah,
All right.
I'll take the free meal, and then I would like to take a nap.
Okay. So
unless you guys want to spend the 6,000 credits we have left on me for some medical care.
Well,
that's not even enough, man, for a med pod.
Wounds, man, for sure. We got to get back everyone's wounds before we can keep diving.
Okay.
I mean,
so
there's no way, right?
Let me just break it down. Okay, so now we're in mechanics. Doing a wound takes the med pod, period. Right?
Yep.
Only one person in the med pod at a time, and it takes 1 week for one person to get rid of one wound. Okay, so that's the most powerful healing that you can get. Then we can do short-term recovery. After 6 hours, you can make a body save and you heal, and then your health resets to maximum. Wounds, however, remain the same. Okay, and then we have the you could do stress relief, right? We could do that, and we could do shore leave if you wanted to spend like a whole long time and actually try to raise your saves up and things like that. And then we have stress relief, which is a whole different thing that can be done at any time. And then you've got your equipment, so you could do your stim packs, you could do your
You need to do all of these things.
Yeah, all of these things.
And just to be clear, John, I mean, my understanding of MedPods, like MedPod is a huge expense. Isn't it like 60,000 credits or something like that?
It's
or is it even more?
It's normally 6,000 credits. But everything is 10 times more expensive. So yeah.
Oh,
60.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I misspoke earlier.
So-
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. So what I'd argue for is turning it. I think last time we turned in, we traded one of the beads for shore leave.
Yes.
That's what I recall. I think shore leave is the way to go because then we can slowly heal up. It's a way to get some of the stress. I mean, yeah. I mean, you can tell like Thulsa is in a really, really bad space, and I think Hubble, you're really, really bad too, in terms of stress. And
there's holes in me. Yeah.
John, rather than sitting here and rolling like every day, if David and Hubble go in, and who's got wounds?
Me.
Who's got wounds? Just
everyone
you,
everyone but you, Sharp.
Okay. So that's a minimum of 3 weeks and 180,000 credits for that, right? Like, I mean, I assume everybody wants to get their wound back before we go do anything else.
I just don't think we have, and I mean, Thulsa will volunteer not to do hers because she's so close. I mean, even if she gets a wound in there, most of the things that we've been, confronting have multiple attacks, can get her to 2 wounds almost as easily as getting her to 1 wound. And it's 60,000 credits. It'll empty us out of everything.
You're made out of paper. That's fine. What about Hubble and David? Like, I'm assuming you guys want to get your wounds back, right?
Yeah, I'd like to.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 2 weeks.
I don't have 60,000 credits.
But we have an artifact we can sell. It sucks to sell it. It's a really cool artifact, but it's worth like 1 million credits, right?
Yeah, I don't think they're going to give us change.
Well, you don't think we get store credit?
Well, I suppose. Yeah.
I
Trade
think
to Arcady for his ship, maybe.
I think we heal up as best we can. We save. Those are the things that we can use to succeed here, right? If we spend all our cash on this, we go back. We're in exactly the same place as we were before, with nothing new to do, nothing new to try, no new stones to turn. Now we have this. The ball is the thing that's the most that we know about, right? The ball is the thing that's the most valuable. And there are all kinds of things that we can try with that. Like we can try it on the Android detector.
I'm not saying it's not cool, dude, but I'm like, all right, so I need new armor. Ted needs new armor. We all need vaccsuits. We all need downtime. Like the shore leave itself is like, I don't know, like fairly expensive. I can't remember the money offhand, right?
2d10 times 100.
And then times more because we're on the bell.
No, it's just that's the straight cost of shore leave per person.
Okay.
Yeah. And I mean, last time we traded one pellet, one marble for shore leave.
I'll tell you what.
We have just for reference, we have 5 of those total left, and one of those is in the
Ackler.
Is in the Ackler. Yeah.
Okay.
What are we? X class? Is that right, John?
C class.
C class. 2d10 times 100 credits. It'll only convert 5 stress at most for shore leave. And you still have to do the save?
Oh, we're C? I thought we were X class at the bell. No?
No, C class.
Okay.
You still have to do the save for shore leave, right? Sanity save?
If you want to, yeah. That's the only thing you're getting out of shore leave. You're not healing anything, or you're just you're trying to get your saves better. That's what you're trying to do. So you don't have to take shore leave.
I thought over the course of shore leave, you could make the rolls to heal. Like,
well, you can, but you still have to make those rolls. It's not included in the mechanic of shore leave, though.
It resets your stress, and it gives you a chance to, in the process of resetting that stress.
Reset your stress. It does not reset your stress. Oh, no, you're right. It does. It resets it.
It 100% does.
Some of it can be converted. That's right.
You may not be able to convert it into helpful stuff, but it definitely zeroes it out or takes it down to 3 or whatever the minimum is.
Right.
Okay. So the guys, really, the only thing we have to decide is who's going in the med pod, right? Like,
we can't afford it without selling our best artifact. And I like Matt's idea of attaching it to the android detector, honestly, to see if it works.
David, you're great with that?
I'm fine. I mean, I only have one wound. I'm more concerned for Ted than myself in this scenario. I'm fine with forgoing it if that is what y'all want to do.
2 more wounds. It's,
I have 3 total for wounding. I mean, I have a disadvantage of strength because of my broken collarbone, but I get an advantage of strength from the exosuit, so it kind of neutralizes right now. Unless we want to treat the collarbone as another penalty beyond that.
Yeah. So,
all right. So what I'm hearing then is that we're okay just not doing the wounds, just doing the shore leave, stress relief, and getting like hit points back, and maybe doing some shopping, right? So how much let's roll to see what we need for shore leave so we know how many of those little marbles we have to sell.
Okay, we're about 5 minutes past break time, so why don't we take the break and then we'll just roll through the mechanics of shore leave now that we know what you guys are doing. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so break time, we will be right back. All right, we are back. Bladders empty, beers full. Okay, downtime, shore leave. Let's do it. So, I need to know how you're paying for it. Okay, actually,
we have
let me find
leftover credit from selling a marble last time we were on the bell.
You're going to do another marble?
No, we have leftover credit from the last time we were on the bell. We did
so
not spend all the money.
Let's find out how much it's going to be. Okay, so what it basically is it takes 2d10 days for shore leave, and I'm just going to use that result as the 2d10 part of the cost. All right.
Are we recording again? Sorry. Did you hit record? Because we were talking.
I hit record, yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Stop with your potty mouth, David.
People can hear you. Mistake and everybody rides them for the entire
Sorry, just making sure.
I deserve it. I deserve it. It's good. It's good. Okay, so it's going to be 9 days of that shore leave is going to take, which means it's going to cost, was it 900 credits? Per person. Per person. Yeah.
All right. So 3,600 credits.
Yeah, and the 6,000 credit we had, right?
Yeah, I think it was about 6,000. So that leaves us 2,400 credits.
Okay, so whoever's keeping track of the money, erase that amount because that's what you must spend.
Have you got the shared notes open, Matt?
Yeah, so we're down to 2,400 credits.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So shore leave has been paid for. Now I need everyone to make a sanity save, please. Who wishes to do it? Remember, you do not have to do this.
Ted, you go first.
All right.
There's a penalty for failing.
Yeah, what is the penalty for failing?
You don't convert any stress, but you relieve all of your stress, but you don't convert any stress. And then you're going to gain 1 stress for failing the sanity save.
It's totally worth it.
All right, I think it's worth it. I'm going to roll. My sanity is a 27.
I mean, crit fail's really good, but
what's that?
Crit fail's even worse, but keep going. Okay.
No, I didn't crit fail, but I did fail. I have a 34. So that means I go down to 1 stress. Is that right? I go down to 4 stress.
4 stress, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. That's a big improvement, honestly.
Okay, so John, is there anything that we can do during shore leave to get advantage on this roll? One of the things that I'm trying to do with Thulsa during this time is, work on upgrading Leica. That's like her therapy thing, but I don't know if there's anything we can do to try to get it.
Not mechanically. I always definitely want to hear about what you're doing on shore leave for that amount of time. So plenty of room to discuss projects and other sorts of things you'd like to do. But that sort of advantage thing only works for the stress reduction. Mechanic.
Okay, cool. Okay, so this is a sanity save, correct?
Yep, straight up.
Okay, she is trying to roll under a 45, and she rolls a 19, baby.
Hey. Okay, so you're going to recover all your stress, and then whatever stress you don't convert, really.
You're down to 3.
And then you can, for every point of stress you convert some of the stress into improved saves.
Up to 1d5 converted in a C class shore leave.
Oh, thank you. That's the part I was missing there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So yeah, you're going to roll 1d5.
So roll a 1d10 and cut it in half.
Yeah, or you can roll. I've been rolling a d6 and just not counting a 6.
That works.
Makes it easier for me. Yeah.
I'll try that. Okay, here we go. I rolled a 6. Okay.
Just roll it again.
You convert nothing.
Rolling it again. I rolled another 6. This is a good die. I'm going to keep it.
Yeah.
Now I get a 2. Okay.
A 2.
All right.
Okay, so you can convert any save by 2,
Improve any save by 2.
and you can divide them up. So you could convert 2 saves by 1 if you wanted to.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to that fear save is getting me every time, so I'm going to take that up to a 21 from a 19.
That's a terrible score,
Yes.
man.
Con 5.
Yes.
Yes, right. Exactly.
That's
All
going
right,
to do
go
it.
David,
That'll
go.
fix me.
Okay, and
all
you're
right.
you're back down to 3 stress, and you're in
Back
the
to
green.
3 stress. Yeah.
Okay.
I have a sanity of 25. Oh no. And I roll a 26. A 20.
Brutal.
Oh.
Okay,
Oh.
so
All right,
David,
I'm also going to roll my 25 sanity.
well, just hold on a second, Mike. So
Oh.
David, you're going to be at 4 stress then. Okay.
I was at 14.
You relieve all your
Yeah.
stress, but then you gain 1 for failing the roll. So it'd be
Okay.
And minimum
Perfect.
is
3.
minimum is 3. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay. I also have a 25 sanity. And I roll a 48, so I do not do it. So I could drop down to a 4 stress.
correct.
Yeah.
Okay. One of these days, shore leave is going to pay off for somebody.
Hey,
Oh, yeah, you.
Paid off for
I went from horrible to slightly less horrible. in
Is
my
there any
fear
improvement on our Ben score or anything like that, John?
I'm going to have to look that up.
I think there is. I think at one point it did go down when we were away for a while.
Yeah, it does. I just have to look. It's in a different book.
And then we can also we have 9
9 days.
days of short-term recovery we can do.
Okay,
Right.
everyone roll me a D5.
Yeah. Well, I'll try this 6-sided method. Let's see how it goes. I rolled a 1, John.
Okay. Your Benz goes down by 1, so you're down to 3.
I'm 4.
Matt-
I'm down to 4.
4.
I rolled a 3, John.
Okay, yours goes down by 3. You're down,
40, baby.
I rolled a 4.
you're down to 22,
Okay. I rolled a 5.
and you're down to 18.
Nice.
Okay,
Did
that's
we
just from
lose any of our weird Ben's conditions?
you just lose the Benz, so you have less chance of being of developing something else new.
Oh, apparently, though, my suspicious condition only lasted for a week. So if this takes a little bit of time, I
Yes,
will
true.
slowly rebuild the bridge of trust
Yes, that's a good point.
with the rest of humanity.
I actually did
Oh,
have that
yeah.
written down, so that's excellent. Good. Okay. Right. So, David, unfortunately, after this time, your collarbone is still wonky. It's healed incorrectly because you haven't gotten proper attention, right?
Yeah.
So all that still is still there. Your empathies are all still in effect, and Sharp, you're still have no desire to. You know what? Actually, now that I look at it,
Do we
I
find
think-
him like leaning on the observation window, looking at the deep all the time, licking the glass,
breathing
you
on
know?
the window, drawing a little heart.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
I'll be perfectly transparent here. I think I may have made a mistake with that, Mike. And you should. I'm going to remove that condition. I think I was reading it wrong. So over the course of time, you're having a really good time in the Bell, man. You're like, you know what? This place isn't that bad. What the fuck was I thinking? Wanted to go back to that hellhole across the way.
Mike, or not Mike, sorry. Sharp is smoking space ganja out of a shotgun. You know?
That's right.
He's like, what's his name in Platoon, right? William Dafoe.
Yeah,
exactly.
Okay, so yeah, you remove that condition.
Cool. And then as far as activities that we want to do during downtime, I know what mine are. Ted, do you have any activities that you want to do?
Yep. I'm gonna lie in bed and complain about all the holes in my gut and itch at the staples.
Okay. Matt, working on your
I-
little friend.
I have a couple things I want to do, John.
Mhm.
The first is now that we know what this ball of cables and connectors and things does, which is like double the processing power of anything that connects to it. I don't know if that lingers on, but I want to connect that to Leica and see if that will help me like improve her capabilities.
Yes, as I said, like it's a very, very powerful artifact. Anything it connects to, that it can connect to, which is almost anything electronic, it will double the computational power of that device.
So you bring
Excellent.
it up to 16K of processing power.
Oh, you hush you. You've always been a Leica hater. But so here's what I'm doing. There are two things that I want to like upgrade with her. Right. Mm-hmm. So up to this point, she's been like a programmable thing. Like you go over here and do that, and then it goes and does it. Right.
Mm-hmm. Well, wait a second. Can I interrupt for a second? To clarify, does it double the computational power only while connected? Or does it grant this power and then you disconnect it and attach something else? And
it's a very good question. It has to be connected. Like the cable has to be connected. Yeah.
Okay. So while it's connected, I think it can probably help me make sure that it works properly and like set this in.
Okay.
Thank you for crippling my dog, Ted. Anyway.
Well, because I liked your idea about attaching it to the Android detector way better. That's an awesome idea.
I mean, we're going to do.
I want to hear what is your plan for like?
Yeah.
I want to hear it. What's going on?
Okay. Number one, I'm going over her inventory. I have an extra communicator, an extra comms from one of the spacesuits that we scavenged. And so I want to incorporate that into her so that I can do some kind of simple like speech commands to her that can go over comms so that I can control her from a distance, right? Instead of just programming her from advance to go out and do such and such and such and such, I can give her vocal commands that will, let her do things at a distance. That's number one. Number two is I want to incorporate the spinneret that we salvaged from the hunter, kind of build that into her so she can do some simple web things. She's not going to be able to rapidly spin vast quantities of webs like the hunter did, but to make a little tripwire or to attach, a cable here and hang down from it, or simple single thread usages or spinnings could be very advantageous for us.
I dig it. Okay, so here's the deal. Two different things that you want to add to her, both using the power of the artifact to make it easier to do, which I buy. The spinneret is going to be much more difficult to do than the comms. All right, so but here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say that attaching the artifact to Leica will give advantage on any roll that you make to assemble these things. However, I would have imposed disadvantage on the spinneret attachment. So that's going to be a straight up roll. Okay. The comms roll will actually have a advantage on it, like straight up advantage. Okay. What skills do you have that would apply?
I'm thinking robotics here.
Robotics. Okay. Yes, that would be the one. So
as Leica's a robotic.
You've got plenty of time. So I think it's just straight up intellect plus robotics. So do intellect plus robotics with advantage for comms, and then do intellect plus robotics normal for spinneret.
Okay, we'll do comms first. So intellect and robotics, that's going to give me a 57.
Okay.
All right. I think I've got it with a 37.
Yep, that's great. Okay. So comms are attached.
Okay. And now the tricky one with the spinneret. So I'm still trying to roll under a 57, but straight roll.
Straight up.
Oh, 61.
Okay. So you're going to gain a stress for that one. It wasn't a critical fail, which is good because I would have destroyed the spinneret. But you are unable to find a way to do it. The artifact allowed you to allowed Leica to process it easier, but it didn't make it easier for you to figure out how to do it. So you will need another long span of time to attempt it again. You can't attempt it right now. Okay.
Okay. Then I'll store the spinneret on our ship docked at the bell just for safekeeping, and I'll try it again the next time we have.
So for flavor, whenever you attach the artifact, whenever you pull out one of the random wires and you just sort of find the right outlet and you attach it into Leica to start doing this sort of stuff, the ball, the sphere itself, actually, it has, you're not really sure what, because it's extremely high science. You think it might be repulsors or some sort of anti-gravity field or something like that. But when you had it in your hand and you actually connect it for the first time, it actually becomes like weightless in your hand, and it sort of floats. Ooh. And it's like a black sphere, like a metal sphere of some sort of weird material, right, with all these like IO stuff all over the part. It's sort of you know those exploding diagram books, like, you know, they kind of show like the, you know, so it does that in a minimal amount. It's sort of like it just sort of opens up a little bit wider, and it shows its seams a lot more. There's all these different facets, and there's like a white cold glow that sort of glows from the innards of the thing as when it attaches. So it's sort of like an LED sort of show that sort of happens whenever you attach it to the into the device, and it sort of hangs there in air and it's connected with the cable to Leica as it works. And then remember, like the comms and the thing is like what you're doing for this entire 9 days. We just simplified it with an abstract roll, but you're diligently tinkering the entire time in your little makeshift lab.
Yeah, it's my happy place.
Cool. All right. So you got comms, which is good. All right. Next.
All right. David, what are you doing in your downtime?
Okay, so 16 waking hours. If I sleep 8 hours a night, I'm going to wake up every day at 8 a.m. I'm going to spend 2 hours with Noriko tending garden and just trying to get to know her, trying to learn the good gospel, using my psychology to get a sense of how she propagates it, etc.
Mm-hmm. For
the remaining 14 hours a day, I'm going to sit at a terminal with a notebook, and I'm going to log. I'm going to watch both of the cameras that we've set down at the same time every day, same range. So from 10 a.m. to midnight. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to look for any consistent patrol sort of patterns, right? Any unique characters that show up, and any like major environmental changes, like doors that open. I mean, obviously one-offs I'll log, but any like consistent patterns I want to try to grok. And then I want to note things that are outside of that pattern, like weirdos showing up or whatever. 9 days straight, 14-hour periods.
And you, I know the ones in the loading dock. The other one was inside the Ackler, right?
Yes.
It pointed into the Ackler, right?
Pointed into the like right within the blown out door, pointing into like the entrance. Yes.
Right. Okay. Gotcha.
Entrance hall.
Okay. Yeah. For the terminal,
that's a lot to ask. I know. So it's hard.
No, it's totally reasonable. The one thing is the tech level here. So I gave you the cameras, which is fine. I think what it'll end up being with some sort of like handheld remote screen that you can kind of carry with you. Because this came up previously for a whole different reason last time you were in the Bell, but there is no terminal that you're aware of. When you had asked around, or even if you didn't, it would be common knowledge. The only person that supposedly has access to a terminal at all is Arcady in his private quarters.
Gotcha.
Just so you're aware, you've never actually seen those.
He, in fact, actually told us we weren't allowed to use it.
That's correct. That's right.
Yeah. So do I have like a chunky cassette laptop kind of like box that kind of has a small screen that comes up on it? Or
what I'm picturing is those tiny portable TVs that you used to take camping back in the 80s.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm talking about? Like the long antenna.
Does it have two little like stands that I can prop it up at an angle? So
Hell yeah, of course. Yeah.
Tie it to your wrist, man. It'll be great.
There you go. There you go.
Big bulky doof. It's like the what's the Pip Boy from Fallout, right? Just big.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Love it. Okay.
I slipped. So what I'm going to do, John, is I'm going to try and get me and Hubble's like standard battle dress like repaired. If you can repair it.
Battle dress is not the problem. It's a vaccsuit that's the problem.
Yeah, I know, but your battle dress is also shredded, is it not?
No, you cannot wear the battle dress under the vaccsuit. When you've got a vaccsuit on.
But we're not. Anyway, John, I'm going to continue doing. Well, yours is fine then. So fuck you. Okay. I'm going to work on mine.
Love is in the air.
Jesus Christ, dude.
My battle suit is looking pretty shitty. Maybe you could fix mine too.
All right. So anyway, so I try and get my battle dress repaired, but I want to do it like really like Mad Max style, like with like rope tied around the van braces and like, like just slapping other pieces of metal on it or whatever, right?
Mhm.
And then what I want to do is I want to take the hunter scythe blades
Mhm.
and I want to see if I can jury rig a way to put them on the van brace. So you go like this, the scythe comes out like that.
Somebody plays Cyberpunk a lot. Yeah.
And
Right.
I'm going to do one for mine. And then when he's like unconscious, I'll do the other one for Delphonse.
Okay.
That's
So-
not regulation uniform, man.
I just missed it. You're doing your battle dress, not your vac suit, right? You're repairing.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
And John,
You-
is there any way, like I know Thulsa's busy, can she also help him? Because she always also has jury rigging just to try to like give him a little bit of help.
I was actually going to mention that. Yeah. But were you going to attempt to do this yourself or did you want to just pay for repair?
Well, I mean, how much would something like that cost?
Well, the patch kit in the equipment list here is for vac suits only, but I think that would kind of give me a good number to work with, right?
Sure.
So, 3 patch kits cost 200 credits normally. That would be 2,000 credits on the bell, but that's for 3 patch kits. So, I would say, let's make it 750
Okay.
for a
I
repair.
think that's worth it. Okay. So if I can do it myself, John, and make it look like Mad Max Road Warrior, then I would rather do that. But if I have like a low chance of pulling it off, then I probably would
Okay,
just
well,
pay
this is a good question. This is a good decision for you then. So you can pay 750 flat, and you'll just get a normal You'll get normal battle dresses. Everything's fine. It's all back to normal. If
Sure.
you want to make it look badass and Mad Maxy, you're gonna have to roll.
Okay.
You can do that with Thulsa's help if you want, because Thulsa probably has better skills.
Sure.
Yeah,
Let's do that. And then if I fuck it up, then I'll pay somebody to fix it, just like I do in my real life, John.
Well, what you're probably going to want to do is have Thulsa just do it, right?
No, I want to be part of the creative process. I want like the headband, and I want like the mohawk, and
All right.
that's like
I promise to be not incredibly patronizing while he tries.
It's fine.
What do we
Efforts
have?
will be adorable.
What are the abilities
I'm sure.
again? Remind me. Combat, intellect,
I have
speed,
jury rigging.
and
I have jury rigging.
No, the
strength,
abilities.
speed, intellect, and combat.
Okay, so intellect and what do you have for skills, Sharp? Sorry.
Jury rigging.
Yeah, okay, jury rigging.
All right, so I have a 50 in that. I don't know. Maybe Matt helps me and says, no, don't do that. That's bad.
This is the first roll just for Mad Maxing it out. This is not for the side blades.
Okay.
Does this include the repair, John?
This is just the repair. Yeah.
46.
Is that a win?
Yes. Yeah, I have a 50.
Okay, great. Cool. All right. So yeah, you're looking like I don't know. Pick a guy from Mad Max.
The dude that was also in Weird Science.
No way, man. You should be the guy.
yeah.
Weird Science. He's like,
The nerdy
Yeah.
one.
I really see you more as the buttless chaps kind of Mad Max kind of guy.
you be the buttless chaps kind of.
No, you
Mad
should be-
Can
Max.
I
you should be the
spray paint
doof.
your mouth with chrome spray paint?
The Deuce
I think we can
Warrior.
house
The Deuce
rule
Warrior played the
ass
guitar and
out
wore
in
red
space.
pajamas.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Anyways,
All right.
okay. So
And
you
then
got
I'll
some.
seek professional help for the scythe blades.
Yes. So the side blades is a whole other issue. That's a completely foreign fucking concept. It's extremely high technology. It's going to be very difficult. Intellect, obviously. It can't be a jury rig because it's fine tuned. A lot of finesse is going to have to go into this sort of thing.
I have mechanical repair. If
Yeah, you
It's
should
not
do
repair though. I actually think that robotics would probably be the most useful skill here.
twist my arm. Okay.
Yeah, but again, it's a foreign sort of. He's asking you to do like a very weird sort of thing that you're not used to. So, you can. So, Mike, Sharp would know that even with Thulsa guiding him, he would have no chance of doing this himself.
Sure.
This is one that you're going to have to hand off to Thulsa if you want to have it done. Thulsa,
Let's do it.
if you want to do it, Thulsa, it's going to be a intellect plus robotics at disadvantage.
Okay.
Can I help?
So, Mike, it's up to you. So it would
Sometimes
be my
it helps.
intellect plus robotics would be a 57, but disadvantage. It's up to you. It's your call,
Do we
man.
lose? We don't lose the sides, right? Like if
you critically
fucks
fail,
up.
you may very well may. Yeah. If you critically fail.
Dude, let's go, Matt. Come on.
All right.
It's a 25% chance.
We got
John,
this.
I'm gonna like be like waving incense over it and like sprinkling like holy earth from the garden over them and like
Sure.
you know like
if it bleeds, we can kill it over and over again, or what?
yeah, like taking like commando like face paint and painting it on my face while he's doing it. So
Making propitiation
So now you have
to the
advantage,
Omni
Matt.
Messiah.
All right.
Side.
Okay. Fultz is making her first roll. Target is less than a 57. Right.
Okay.
First roll is a 22. Let's see what the second one's like.
Ooh. That's a crit.
A 3.
A 3? Nice.
A 3.
Okay, so the 3 is the one that
Wow.
counts because it was a disadvantage, so you don't get a critical success, but you do get a firm success. So you are able to attach the scythe blades. They can be retracted. So that's pretty
Cool
badass.
idea. Very cool idea.
Very cool idea.
So Ted, do you want one or not? Is that not official enough of like you want to like tainting your uniform or something?
I don't want it tainting my uniform.
So,
All right, then I have 2.
so Sharp, here,
You can do with a little taint. Come on.
of course, I can't just make it like a super OP sort of thing. So it's a cool thing. You can definitely open it up. I don't think it's going to take an action. It would be more like a reflexive sort of thing to sort of do it. But what I'm going to say is like the curvature of the blades will prevent you from carrying a weapon at the same time that the blades are out.
Sure.
Okay, so you have to choose like melee or range is basically what you're basically have to do.
John, I will probably never use these. I'll probably never get the chance, but I don't give a shit. It's still badass.
Yeah, that is pretty badass. I will admit.
John,
It's
can
a
we
last
please
Go ahead.
can we require the sound effect to actually come out of Mike's mouth when he
Yeah, it says snicks.
Snicked. Yeah, of course. All right, that's cool. You're gonna scare the shit out of people. What that's gonna be effective for is scaring the shit out of people. Is what it's gonna do.
Yeah.
And scratching on your back. That
Oh,
spot.
True.
yeah, scratch is gonna be
True.
really good.
I also, because I am just so cruel to Mike, it might convince people he's an android.
Yeah.
That's true
I
too.
don't care. I don't care.
I'm gonna jot that one down. That's a good point, David.
Whatever, snick.
Okay.
So all I want to do is roll body saves to heal up my health, John. That's
Okay.
yeah.
right.
I'm
So for you, medical care, short-term recovery. Yeah. Okay. So do it.
so I guess I can roll 9 body saves if we're surely it was 9 days long.
Yeah, you don't want to because your average, the law of averages, you're going to take some stress. But let's see what happens.
All right. So body save is 29. Day 1 is a fail.
Okay, you're up to
Day 2 is a success.
success. Okay.
So I take 1 stress and I go back up to 16 health, even though I still have a wound.
That's right. Cool.
that too.
What is your stress at now, Ted? Is it 5?
5.
5. Okay. Cool. So
Oops, I just adjusted my bends instead of my stress. Let me fix that real quick because that's
so real quick
important.
for stress, Sharp, you have 4, right? Dave, Mike,
I do. Yeah,
David?
I have 4.
David, you have 4, and Fulsa has 4. Is that correct?
Stress, correct.
Yes.
And Delphonse has 5. Okay. So
Because lying around with a bunch of bullet holes in you tends to stress one out.
Yes,
I do
okay.
need to restore health. Does anyone else need to?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I think we all do.
Okay, roll body saves.
Matt, you go first.
Okay. Body save. My target's a 25. Oh, that's a 73. That's a fail.
1
Takes me up
stress.
to 5 stress. Okay. This time we got it. Oh, there's a 2.
Oh, nice. Okay, so you're up.
Okay.
Well
I'm
done.
back up to 11 health, baby.
Okay, next.
5 stress.
21 body. First roll is a 63, so that's 5 stress.
Yep.
Second roll is a 33, 6 stress. Third roll is an 87 stress. When do I give up on this?
Yeah, you can
whatever.
stop at any time.
Another roll. It's a 0. Just a flat 0.
That's a 100, isn't it?
That's a 100.
No,
sorry.
it's a 0. It's the best roll you can get.
0.
Zeros, yeah.
So
Zeros good.
you succeeded, so you're good. You're at 7 stress, but you've healed all your health. Okay. And Rick?
Yep, I got to do it too. My body is a 39, and I rolled a 30.
Oh, all right. No stress for you. Look at you. Okay, so everyone's healed up. Everyone's still got their wounds, however. Stress is way low. We've got some projects done. Fantastic. Okay, very solid downtime. And we will leave it there, I believe, right?
That's a good stopping point.
Come on,
Yeah.
let's just play.
Just one quick second before I roll into our, post stuff here. Sorry. I have to do a last minute adjustment for reasons. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I wonder what those reasons could possibly be.
There's a lot of
Hey,
reasons.
who's reading tonight?
I don't trust a single one of you.
Nor should you.
Okay, so that will do. Oh, by the way, you players can't see it, but I've reduced the overlay back to its normal non-bloody.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I feel better.
yeah. But
Do we lose the
please,
stress because of that? Is it?
unfortunately not. But I do encourage all of you to get into more trouble so that we can continue to see David's lovely artwork of blood all over the screen once again.
By the way, I would just like to point out, I just updated Thulsa's high score number to a 16.
Wow,
Thank you very much.
Nice.
probably the one to beat.
Thank you very much.
I told the guys that I was going to be doing the call to action at the top of the episode, and I totally forgot to do that. So we go another week with it being at the bottom of the episode. But let's roll through it here. So this has been episode 18 of our Mothership campaign. Thank you all for watching and are listening to 3D6 Down the Line, the most criminally underwatched actual play series on the internet. This is your call to action. You need to like and subscribe on YouTube. You need to hit that bell icon to get notifications every time we publish new material. I've been looking at the statistics, at the analytics on YouTube. There's a whole bunch of you, way too many, who enjoy our content. Join us on the community and interact with us and are very friendly and lovely people, yet have not subscribed to us on YouTube. It doesn't do anything bad to you. It just shows us more of us on your feed. But it really, really helps us. So please just take one quick moment, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you get notifications. It really does help. If you've got a few extra bucks, you might want to hook us up with a Patreon subscription at a $3, $5, or $10 tier. Any of those tiers will get you access to our secret Patreon exclusive Return to Dolmawood campaign, which is 9 strong at this point. And we're having a lot of fun with that. And you get a lot of other extra bennies with if you sign up for the Patreon as well, including access to our secret channels on our Discord server, where you can discuss with me in private how we can screw the rest of these 4 guys over. And that's always fun. Otherwise, the community server is open to the public, and we have lots of really cool people there talking at all hours of the day. Thank you to 2 people, especially for our Mothership campaign, one of which is David, for doing all the awesome overlays, graphics, artwork, animation, all that kind of good stuff is amazing. Thank you, David. And, of course, friend of the channel, Hank, otherwise known as Hellroot, who composed the original music at the top of the episode. Thank you, Hank. We really do love it. And that'll do it. Thank you, as always, to all of our patrons, our explorers, our delvers, and especially our conquerors. David has the distinct pleasure of reading those names aloud tonight. Go for it, David.
Hello, welcome to the Hour of Conquerors. I'd like to thank our new conqueror, Lucifer. Welcome.
Nice.
And the rest of you hooligans, Chris Ackroyd, Jaron Goodman, Evan Leroy, Adam McKinney, Ioet, off the deep endulous, Solsler, Ryan Gunter, Chris Harvey, Otto Poole, Bryn Nee Cleaver, Sorcerius, Chris Malone, DM, Crayon Box, Oxian, Simone Canola, Q-Dog, Love Letters from the Locker, Dogleaf, Mike Butts, Old Dirty Biggest Stickus, John Busick, Scott Fournier, Eric Mader, Sophia Peng, Mark Dyson, Carl Stephenson, Necrotic Gnome, Derek B., Eric Manley, Todd Jeffcoat, Tyler Hackenberg, Christo Lute, Jeff, Archilocus, Jofo, Brute's Monkey, Hot Dog, The Mighty Martian, Noah, Christopher Bishop, Banana Hammock, AJ, Felt the Taint of the Fae, Better Pray. I say, you better pray. Michael Sauer, Adam Lovelace, Desiree Marcel, Dustin Reedy, Chris Rowe, Benjamin, King of Zoops, MP, Todd, Steve, Jeff Marino, Twigman, Alan Barton, Robert Kirkland, Eric Tsunami MD, Yesterday's Glory, Mike Small, Richard Barton, Christian Carter, Isaac 2D10 plus 225 DTL Spencer, James Boyle, Chris Loricella, John Hooker, Mordrew, Zachary Hall, Saps, Papa Bear DM, Zach Shiflett, Ruben K, Darger, Procyon, Dakota Nielsen, Cam, Stephen Casenberry, John and Law Logan, Kabrowski's The Magic Meat Machine, Phil, Nakano the Amused, Nick, Jeff Shizmansky. Sorry if I ruined that, Jeff. Mando and Z, Boo Showerweb, sorry. Jimbo, I'm getting nervous as I get to the bottom of this list and I see stuff. Jimbo WA. Ted Gast, Eric Lawson, Grunt, Andrew Schroker, Jason Jones, MM, Michael Schilling, Stefano Di Maiolo, Chongus, Hexbrawler Josh, Arno, Iona, Mother of Romulus, Sean Ellis, Summon Toast, Too Rude, Too Ishvin, Dungeon Art Adam, Scott Yearsley, Mech Jack, Kick Maniac, Dire Grew, Tom Eric Garrettson, Matthew Mattis, and the rest of our Matts. Mads the Danish Matt, Matt Walsh, Matt Mason, Matt Koenig, Matt Young. And now it's time for the Davids.
Yes.
I hate you guys. No, I love you. 3C2, David 3. David's Tangent, A Tale Through the Ages. Dave Arica. Dave the Davian David. David's David. David, tell us how you really feel about imperialism. For sure. Chris loves David. Bruiser became a conqueror for David's shirt. Verified David tells Ice to fuck off.
Right on.
I'm David, and so's my wife. Yeah, for sure. I lost my David the Dastardly Bear. When you open Discord and there's 100 messages, that's David. Oh, listen, talk to my psychiatrist. Dashvid Davridella, David Walker, Have Davidler. Yeah. And last but not least, Sir David of David's Land, first David of the House of Davids. Thank you so much.
Way to rise to the occasion, Conquerors, for doing that. All props to Conqueror Dungeon Maestro on Discord for suggesting that in our scheming and Mothership channel. See, this is what the four of you guys are missing in the scheming channels. We come up with these plans.
Yes,
but that was all Dungeon Maestro, and thank you all Conquerors for joining in the fun. That was really fun. We didn't have to do that pause after Here Come the Davids. So
yeah, wow.
Nice.
All right. Thank you all to all of our Conquerors and all of our supporters for your continued support. We really do appreciate it. Everyone have a great week, and we will see you next time. Take care.
We'll see you. Thank you, John.
Thanks.